it's not bad. There's just like stuff going on in my life that it's not anything major. Like, it's very third world problems, like, pretty much. But the biggest thing is I got stranded. My car, it didn't break down, but the engine, it didn't overheat, but the engine temperature gauge was all the way up, and the light was on my dashboard. And the thing is, I was taking my brother to this birthday party, like probably 30 minutes away from my house, and I had literally just dropped him off. Like, I dropped him off, turned back onto the main road, and I looked down, and that happened. So, and my car has a slew of other problems. The exhaust leak is the main thing. So back in like November, my car was making horrible sounds, and like it was like a rattling sound, and it always rattles when it starts up. It's a 2013, so it's pretty old. It has like high mileage, but it was rattling like anytime the transmission would, go into, like, anytime the RPMs were high, it would start rattling. Like, pretty much if you go up a hill or speed up in a big way on the highway. So we took it into this new place to get it looked at, because my dad thought that it was the exhaust leak, and it was this metal part that was rattling against itself. They basically said there was no exhaust leak and changed the oil in the tires. Or they didn't change the tires. I haven't, luckily, had to get new tires yet for my car. I just got it. I got it last year in May of 2024. So, luckily, I haven't had to do that, because that would be like $500. I don't know how much it is per tire, but it's gotta be a lot. And, yeah. So, that is the one thing, the exhaust leak. And I'm getting to it. There's just a slew of problems, like I have said. And yesterday, when I was stranded, my mom, like, she was at urgent care, basically, because she had a corneal abrasion. She wears contacts, these things happen. So, in her eye, like, she couldn't open it, and she was in immense pain all day, so they had to go to urgent care. So they were there, and it was like 5 o'clock. They went at 4, and they were there until like 6. So I had to call my boyfriend to come pick me up, and luckily closer to this area than I do. So he came and picked me up, but I checked. You're not supposed to take the coolant cap off when the engine is hot, and I wasn't trying to risk it, so I couldn't really see the coolant levels, and I was a bit worried there, because I thought, like, okay, because it looked like it was above the fall line, and I was like, okay, that means it's something else, and that's not good. But my coolant was actually dangerously low, and it probably has not been changed since my grandparents got the car in 2013, which happened with the brakes too. Like, they literally were like, oh yeah, the brakes haven't been squeaking, they're great, we haven't had to get new ones. No, I took my card. I had to get all new brakes, new rotors, new pads, whatever. It was like $500 when I first got it. So that was horrible. It was like in the summertime. But my hair is disgusting. Yeah, I've had not a lot of problems with this car, but for the year I've had it, it's had a lot of problems. What was I gonna say? The exhaust. So basically, the people at this place I took it pretty much told me like it was making those sounds because of the oil, but the oil wasn't even that low. Like, it was low, but it wasn't dangerously low. So but anyways, the exhaust leak has gotten worse, and also like the EVAP, whatever, the vapor like distributing system has also has problems, because my car just randomly will not let me put gas in it because of the buildup of the vapors in the gas tank. Stop the gas from draining. So there's just so many problems. But my dad knows a temporary fix for that. Just to disconnect one of the hoses that is connected to the gas lines, and then reconnect it, and it lets all the vapor out. But that's not a permanent fix. And then, but yeah, so this happened yesterday, and I was freaking out. But when my dad and I went back to see, to pick up my car from this church parking lot we were in, he drove it home just to, because of it, and I drove his car back a little ways, and he was like, your car is not blowing hot air, which I don't really realize that, because my car, I don't mess with the heating that much, and usually I have it on the windshield defrost, because I drive to school in the mornings until my windshield frosts up, or fogs up again really fast. So I just keep it on that. So I thought maybe, I just figured, since it's blowing air, hot air at the windshield, then it's, maybe there's none left over for me. And my car has heated seats, so I just turn on the heated seat and just suffer. But sometimes it blows hot air. So that's another problem. And then what is the third problem? Is that my car is probably leaking coolant, because my dad added a lot last night. It was at the low line, and it was probably a quart. I don't really know measurements. A quart of his coolant, and he added some this morning to the radiator, because it's just dirty, and that's why I believe it hasn't been replaced. like as a reminder. So, why my oil dirty again? Why? Like, what's going on here? So this all leads me to believe that my car is gonna break down and I'm not gonna have a car again, and then I'm gonna have to buy a new car, but I don't have that much money, so then I'm gonna have zero money, or I can put a loan on a car, and then like, so yeah, I'm stressed out. Car troubles are no joke. It just makes you realize how useless, how helpless you are without a car, like without your own car. I was supposed to take my friend prom dress shopping today. Can't do that because of the combination of I had to drop my car off and my mom, her eye's injured. She has to go get groceries, so I have to drive her there. So we can't go, but it's looking like, so it's Monday, it's President's Day. Thank you, Presidents, for letting us have this school day off. But we might get snow tomorrow. Looking like 6 to 10 inches. That's a lot of inches. Maybe I'll get a chance to do an ASMR video in the snow this time. I was kind of lazy last time. My tongue, I feel like when I'm doing whispering, my tongue is so active. My family is just, yeah, I'm stressed. And we have solo and ensemble coming up in March. It's not looking good. Not looking good. But yeah, I'm just chugging along, just doing my best. It's not good. Like, what reason is there for you to be walking that heavy on the yeah, and you know, our drywall, like ceiling, a guy's coming by to fix that. Basically, I just feel so bad for my dad because he has had to deal with my mom's eye thing, and he had to go pick my brother up yesterday at 10 p.m. and he had to pick me, or he had to, you know, go help with my car in the same area. So he drove like an hour round trip twice. I just feel so bad, and this is his, like, he took half the day off and he had to go drop my car off, and the drywall guy is coming today. He just has so much on his plate, and I do feel bad. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of all. I feel like I had something else. if you're seeing this right now, if you watched it this far, thank you. Dude, hit the like button if you can walk louder than my mom. Nobody liking this video because she's the loudest.